Terry Rankin and Jordan Ray to do battle off the front row. Carroll and Rankin on the second row. Looking forward to this 25 laps for our Formula 500 Victorian Championship, and Terry Rankin takes the early race lead. Geordie Ray follows him through. Around the outside goes Carroll. So we've got Will Carroll working his way up past Geordie Ray. No, we've got yellows, so we've got some issues, and it looks like way back in the field we have some issues with Rob Rankin in the Victoria 3.
Spot on. He just spun there in turn 1, 2. I don't know that there was any contact, but that's certainly brought on the cautions, as you well mentioned. Swinging up that far.
Been super all night, hasn't she, Steph?
She certainly has.
On a real charge in that South Australia 44.
Angelo Carusis on her outside.
Robbie Racer just moving back up into position.
You would think this will be the last rolling lap, although
a few people disputing positions by the look of it.
In the 58 car, sorting himself out now. He's back in his correct starting order.
Should be right to go next time around, I hope, I reckon.
I would expect to see the lights go out any moment now. There we go.
Lights out, green cloth aloft. About to get real for the second time for the 2021 Victorian Championship.
Who's your money on?
I think Terry's in the box seat if he can get a good enough start here, but I mean, he's got some talent breathing down his neck. Yourself?
I'm going to go for an outsider and perhaps say Will Carroll.
Will Carroll. He's on a charge, that's for sure. He moves straight upstairs. Terry just gets caught up on the... quite sure if he made contact with one of those tyres or not, but he certainly lost a bit of ground. And Geordie Ray and Will Carroll work their way to the race lead. Geordie Ray just poking his nose in front down the front straight, although Carroll now back on the inside, down through turns 1 and 2. Geordie Ray and Will Carroll going hammer and tong at it out in front. Here comes Terry, throwing the big punches back down through turns 3 and 4 in the Victoria 55. Up in front, your race leader, Geordie Ray. Looking really good out in front now, Geordie Ray. He's got himself a nice little buffer, Gary Ross.
Yeah, he's got some clear air as he makes his way down the front straight. Will Carroll back in second position from Terry Rankin, then Tim Rankin. Then we go back to Angelo Carusis and also Ryan O'Keefe and Steph Munn, then Angus Hollis, as we look to catch up with our race leader who gets another lap down, and this time there's 21 to run. So your race leader is doing a nice job, Geordie Ray out in front. Then we've got Will Carroll and Terry Rankin right back there behind Will Carroll at the moment. In fact, Rankin down the low side looked to have a moment. He thought perhaps there was an opportunity to get past, but he remains back there in position 3, and back in position 4 it's Tim Rankin from Angelo Carusis. Then a break back to Ryan O'Keefe.
Contact back in the field, Gary, and it's in the front straight, and it's gone over on its side. And that is Owen.
Max Owen?
Max Owen. So there was some contact between himself and one other. I missed the car on the way through.
I missed it.
But he's ended up on his side, right here in front of the central commentary, I guess you'd say.
Yep. Right at the start-finish line.
Yep.
Does that rip the wing right off the top?
Yeah, the wings come completely adrift. So Max is out. Looks like he's A-OK. Put your hands together for Max Owen. He's out of the car and moving about nicely. He'll go over and have a chat to the medics, and we'll make sure he's A-OK. But yeah, you're right, Gary. That wing just ripped straight off the top of the Max Owen car. So 5 laps in to the 25-lap Victorian Championship. Victoria 9 of Jordan Ray will lead us away once again. Lights should go out this time round.
Don't forget, next Saturday night, back here for the big one on the 16th of January. All-Star Sprint Car Challenge, $10,000 to win.
Yeah.
360 sprint cars.
Need to get online and book your tickets for that, Gary,
Absolutely.
because I think it'll be a sellout. I'm sure it'll be a sellout. The green flag drops and Geordie Ray takes off in a real hurry. Gets up onto that nice groove, sort of mid to high track, and powers away from them. We've got another one out there in the middle, pulling off the track. The 9K of Geordie Ray, though, your race leader, Terry Rankin in second. Back in third we go to Will Carroll. Angelo Cabrusas now moving his way up. He's gone past on Tim Rankin in the 47 car.
Dylan Wilshire was the car that's retired.
Dylan Wilshire, yeah, didn't pick it up on the way through. So Dylan Wilshire out. Up in front, Geordie Ray, though, looking the goods up in front. He's got Terry Rankin for company, but he's got a handy little buffer over him now. 18 laps to run, however.
Tim Rankin's gone as well. He's about to pull onto the infield.
OUT for Timmy Rankin, the reigning Australia 2 car, or the current Australia 2 car. Up in front, your race leader, Geordie Ray, looking good. He's coming up on lap traffic, though. This is where it could get interesting. This could prove although Geordie Ray's usually pretty good through traffic, so we'll see how he goes. Coming up on the back of Lauren Bowen. He's got Terry Rankin for company. Terry's coming fast too now, so the lap traffic has slowed him down and certainly helped Terry to close up that gap a little bit, but he's now got 2 lap cars between himself and Terry Rankin. Although Terry makes short work of that and he dives down the low line, and now he's out and chasing Geordie Ray once again. Contact to the fence there with Lauren Bowen, and she's gone around here in the front straight, and that will bring on the yellows once again. So Lauren Bowen coming to grief, coming unstuck here in the front straight. The front straight's seen a lot of action tonight, but Geordie Ray making every post a winner. The Victoria 55 of Terry Rankin, Angelo Carusis, Will Carroll, Angus Hollis, Josh Buckingham. Steph, $20 a car, Gary.
He would have been richer than you or me.
Absolutely. That Terex has certainly been put to work. The Victoria 9 of Geordie Ray, your race leader, looking to claim the 2021 Victorian Championship for Formula 500's. Terry Rankin looking to rain on that parade if he can in the Victoria 55. And the South Australian looking to try and come and steal the Victorian Championship back over the border. Will Carroll also sitting strong back there, and Hollywood, Angus Hollis. Josh Buckingham also, and Steph Munn, so still some stout competition behind. Green flag drops and Geordie Ray. Off he goes. Terry Rankin to the inside, and Terry Rankin, does he get it? Yeah, he gets it done. Just for a moment, as now we see Geordie Ray slip back up the inside. Terry Rankin looking to come back and return serve once again. Just does he get it done? He tries to slip in, but he's not quite. Geordie Ray's probably going to have a better run off the turn. Geez, they're neck and neck down the back straight. What a race. Wow. And now he slips up in front. So Terry, your race leader, as they cross the line, and they're swapping and changing and slipping and sliding. Geordie Ray now your leader again as they go off turn 2.
This is developing into a great race. Terry's
going to slide back up in front of him again, and he leads again on the lap. So as they cross the line, Terry's leading. So at the moment in this little duel, if it continues, Terry's the one that's going to have the run off fork. He now again tries to slip up in front, and he's going to get it done. But Geordie Ray's reading it like a book and moving straight to that inside lane.
Yeah, oh no, red.
We've got some problems, Gary, back in the field.
Yeah, I think it's...
Is that...
is it Angelo Carusis?
No, Angelo Carusis is sitting in the middle of turn 2.
Trying to pick up the car number. Car number 26.
Yeah, it's the V26.
Yep, Brad Malone.
Yep, Brad Malone. Wowee, what a ding-dong battle up in front. That's really shaping up to be a really good one, isn't it, Gary Ross? That's slide jobs and slipping up in front, and that's what you come to the races for.
Oh,
Geordie Ray now got a return serve in the Victoria 9. Carusis back in third. Buckingham, Hollis. Further back to Will Carroll. Ryan O'Keefe and Steph Munn about to go green with 12 to go in the Victorian Championship for 2021 for the Formula 500s. And Terry Rankin. Lovely down through turns 1 and 2. Here comes Geordie Ray again. Pops his way out of the pack. Now he's going to do, and he's going to slide up in front of Terry.
has he got some car speed?
Can Terry return surf once again? He's up on the high side. Is he going to try and look to duck down underneath? Might not quite have the speed this time round. Carusa still back in third. Buckingham in fourth, further back to Hollis.
I think Geordie Ray's got Terry Rankin's measure here at the moment.
He certainly had some power there for a moment, didn't he? You see Robbie race car, he's heading off the track into the infield, so the Victoria 3 of Rob Rankin, he's OUT in the Victorian Championship. Geordie Ray, your race leader, leading the way nicely over Terry Rankin, who he's got a nice little break over him now. Another gap back now to the third place, which is being held down by Angelo Carusis. We've got some lap traffic behind them. We've got Darcy Giblin, who Geordie Ray's now putting a lap down on. Back behind him we go to Terry Rankin, and another gap back now to Angelo Carusis. So the gaps are opening between our leaders now. Buckingham's also got a good gap between himself and third place Carusis to make up, and Hollis has also got a very similar gap. Then we go back to Will Carroll, further back to Ryan O'Keefe, Steph Munn, further back to Hayden Pascoe, but up in front your race leader, Geordie Ray, leading the way nicely down through turns 1 and 2 once again. 6 laps. When he goes down the back straight and through turns 3 and 4, he'll come off turn 4 and he'll have 5 laps remaining to take the Victorian Championship for 2021 in the Formula 500s. And Geordie Ray, you've got to say, he's looking pretty good at the moment. He's pulling away.
Will Carroll with some issues.
Got some issues back there as well. So we've got Pascoe heading infield as well. So a fair bit happening, and now Carroll comes in down through turn 2. So both off the track, 4 laps remain. Geordie Ray still your race leader. And he's putting the moves on the lap traffic nicely. Terry Rankin throwing everything at the Victoria 55 to try and make up the gap or bridge it. Can't for the moment.
Will Carroll called it a day and has pulled up on the infield.
So he's out as well. 3 laps remain. There'll be 2 when he goes by this time round. So Geordie Ray with 2 laps remaining in the Victorian Championship. The gap is closing again, I reckon, for Terry Rankin, but it's all going to be too late. Geordie Ray looking really strong. He's going to come around and gather up the white flag. And Geordie Ray in the Victoria 9 on his last circulation. Down the back straight he goes. Terry Rankin up on the high side, trying to make up some ground desperately, but not going to be enough time. And Geordie Ray is going to be a new Victorian champion for 2021 in the Formula 500s. He takes it from Terry Rankin in second, Angelo Carusis in third, Josh Buckingham in fourth. Hollywood gets fifth in the Victoria 2, Angus Hollis, Ryan O'Keefe, Steph Munn, Jet Speed. Dean Alston coming across the line now with Indy Ray, Jet Bell, Alex Ryan, Darcy Giblin. What a race that was. But in the end, Geordie Ray off that last restart, he really just powered past Terry Rankin. Not far from the start, and he has won that quite convincingly in the end in the Victoria 9. So your new Victorian champion. He's about to be crowned the Victorian champion for 2021. Put your hands together for your 2021 Victorian champion. He's about to come and get the checkered flag. So he's about to do his victory lap. He's Geordie Ray. Make sure you give him a big round of applause as he goes on by. Your Victorian champion for 2021 in the Formula 500 division, Geordie Ray. What a drive. He had stout competition all night, and in the end he stands victorious in the Victoria 9. Terry Rankin will hold his head very high too, the Victoria 55. Thought he had it in his keeping there for a while, but wasn't to be. Angelo Carusas in the South Australia 27 rounds out your top 3. Josh Buckingham in the Victoria 49 in 4th, and Angus Hollis in the Victoria 2. Put your hands together down through turns 3 and 4 for the Super Rod. That's actually turns 1 and 2 for everyone else, but he's done a fantastic job and a fantastic drive. Gary Ross, you'll be down trackside in just a few moments with our place getters.
Absolutely. We'll just get these guys over the scales, and last to come across will be